Okay, so growing up in Costa Rica, my parents were pastors, and they actually got saved right after I was born. So all I've ever known was Christianity and that I should follow the Lord. But growing up in high school and after that, I lived a life of legalism, and I shouldn't do drugs. I shouldn't have premarital sex or alcohol, partying, all that. But I never knew what it meant to actually follow the Lord and surrender your life.
On my side of the story, it's more like my parents tried. They're great parents. Just want to start by saying that, and it's, they just raised me, and they were Catholic, and because that's in Guatemala, that's the main religion of, that everybody follows because that's what's near your house. And they just took us Sundays and sat there and try to make us listen. And once we moved to the United States, we started going to a church where it was a Christian church, a non-denomination church, but there was no, there was nothing after Sunday. Just go Sunday, sit there like a zombie, and just, they were great people, but I knew there was more than that. There was more than just, going on Sundays, and that's it. And at the time, I thought I got saved when I was 17 there, and but after that, I continued to doing drugs and to doing pornography and partying and just doing kind of the free life, I guess, the crazy life. And until I met Adriana, I met her at my job. I didn't really talk to her there, but we met at a party because I went there, and it was her friend's party, so she was there. She was never a party person, so I'm very thankful for that. She was different. But after that, we got married. Fast forward to where we got married, and we promised to each other that we should find a new church, because we kept going to my parents' church, but we felt like something was missing from it, and there was more to it, like I said before. And we promised that we were going to find a church to go to where we could get whatever that was missing, we can find it there. And we prayed about it when we rarely did pray, but we prayed about it. And one day at work, I was working at Evel's Honda, and King Smith was my coworker. He invited me to Grow Faces. I didn't know what it was, or I wasn't really interested, but I did remind myself that we prayed about it. So I talked to Adriana about it when I got home, and we said, yeah, let's give it a shot. And we ended up there, and we experienced what unconditional love was, I guess you can say, because there's people that don't even know me, and they're welcoming you just, with all kinds of love and smiles and just being nice to you for no reason, which I didn't understand because I'm a full introvert at the time, that I didn't care about nobody other than myself and my stuff, and I didn't like talking to people that I didn't know. So it was hard and weird, but I was there for a reason, and I feel like God put us there for a reason. And yeah,
that was one of the things that attracted me most to Dwelling Place, was they loved you without knowing you. And I mean, the people who greeted us, I remember, was Trent and Sophie, and they were just it was a warm place, and they just welcomed you with open arms, no matter who you were. And it was just a Thursday, it was just Grow Phases. So I was like, I'm so excited to find out what Sunday's like. And that Sunday, after Grow Phases, we recommitted our lives to Christ, and we've never been the same after that. We started serving. I mean, I felt we surrendered our lives to Christ because of Dwelling Place.
We both got baptized in November 13, 2016. And I mean, from there on, the next summer coming up, we went on a mission trip to LA with Dwelling Place, and our very loved friends now that we consider family went with us. At the time, we didn't really had to open up to them, and we knew them, but we still had kind of our boundaries up. But as we went to that mission trip in July in 2017, I asked God before I left that it wasn't just a trip where I could meet California or Los Angeles, because that wasn't in my heart. I wanted Him to reveal what his purpose for my life was. And he did.
And I remember I asked the Lord before we went to show me what his love for unsafe people was. And I mean, just the brokenness of people who don't know Christ, and he just showed me that. And I mean, I just knew that was it. I mean, I couldn't go back to how I was living, how if I could go back to Georgia, I could not just encounter somebody who needed Christ. That I had to tell them, I had to let them know that there was hope and that Jesus loved them so much. And that LA trip changed both of our lives completely, and we haven't been the same since.
We told ourselves that when we came back to Atlanta that we should do something about it and we should push towards it, and as long as God continues to lead us and you know, in that area, we should just be obedient to it. And we got the opportunity to start a ministry in Ansley Park, which is, you know, it's a neighborhood where the majority is Hispanic people, and you know, but I feel like that neighborhood is just really close to my heart. It's like a field, you know, where seeds can be sown, and the harvest, we might pick it up, we might not. That's up to God, not to us. And we can't wait to see what the future holds for it and what the future holds for Dwelling Place.
We're just really excited to be part of it. Can't wait for what the future holds.